Want to know what to wear on a Disney cruise? Looking for some Disneybound outfit ideas and inspiration? Well, you have clicked on the right video. Hi, I'm Ree, welcome to my channel, Mummy of Four Does Disney. And in this video, I'm sharing everything I'm planning to pack for our upcoming 5-night cruise on board the Disney Dream. So sailing with me will be my husband, 3 out of my 4 children. Our eldest isn't actually sailing with us this time. And also my auntie and uncle that joined us last year in the Dream are sailing with us again. So we're very excited. So before we dive into it, what is Disneybounding exactly? You may have heard this term thrown around a little bit. Disneybounding is using normal clothing rather than costume to represent different Disney characters, movies, attractions, restaurants. It's not a compulsory when you go on a Disney cruise or to the parks, but it's a fun way to add a little bit of something extra to your holiday. My children absolutely love planning Disneybound outfits, and if you've seen our vlog series on any of the other ships in Walt Disney World or Disneyland Paris, you will know exactly how much fun we've had picking out various outfits. And it's a really nice way to kind of eke out the trip, have a bit of fun, excitement planning, as well as get some really great photos when we're on the trip too. Now, to do my outfit planning, I will of course be using my Magical Cruise Planner. My magical planners can be used for planning your Disney parks and Disney Cruise Line trips, for everything from getting quotes, booking details, planning your outfits, making bucket lists of what you want to do, right down to day-by-day planning and capturing your magical memories. There's even a kids version full of loads of activities to keep your kids entertained on the way there and when they're waiting in queues for characters, and spots for them to draw their favourite characters while they're waiting, to make a nice character interaction when they meet the characters, and give the characters somewhere to sign an autograph below the pictures. If you would like to grab magical trip, cruise or kids planners, all of those details can be found on screen, down in the description below and in the accompanying blog post. So we're embarking the Disney Dream. The girls and I are Disneybounding as Donald, who is the statue on the atrium on the Dream. So we thought it was only fair, especially as Donald was celebrating kind of a big birthday this last year, to do a little Donald Disneybound. I managed to get these cute dresses in both an adult and children's version, and Donald inspired ears. If you're looking for links for any of the items that I am mentioning in this video, there is a blog post down in the description and up in the cards that you can click on, and that will take you through to pictures and links to everything I'm talking about. Donald is one of Will's favourite Disney characters, but he's not joining us to Disneybound as Donald when we're embarking, partly because he's doing Donald later in the trip, and we'll get to that as kind of a fun group Disneybound. Before embarkation, I have bought matching t-shirts for my husband, my uncle, and for Will. They've got very similar ones to last year, actually. Last year they had kind of a navy blue version with Disney Dream 23, and this year they have Disney Dream 24 on them in red. Now, under all of my Disneybound dresses, I always like to wear shorts. I've got lots of pairs of these underdress shorts in black, a nudie colour and white. And after my first cruise on the Disney Magic, where I had a bit of a Marilyn Monroe moment up on deck, we don't want to repeat that, no one wants to flash their pants to all of Southampton, then I do wear shorts under all of my dresses now in the parks, for getting on off rides, and on the ship in case it's a little breezy. On the Disney Dream, as well as the other ships on the Disney fleet, you will experience rotational dining. And that is where you get assigned a different restaurant each night, and the same dining team follow you from restaurant to restaurant, which is fantastic because they get to know you, get to know your wants and needs. But due to this rotational dining system, you don't actually know where you're eating until you get on the ship. All that information will be on your Disney Cruise Line Navigator app, which you can use as soon as you've booked your Disney cruise. You'll have information on there, but it's very basic information. Once you get on board the ship, then the app lights up and so much more information is available to you, including which restaurants you're dining in, which nights. So the 3 restaurants on the Disney Dream are Enchanted Garden, Royal Palace and Animators Palette. Last time on our 4-night cruise on the Dream, we had Enchanted Garden first, then we had Royal Palace, then the next night was Pirate Night, so we did Royal Palace again as a repeater restaurant, and all the cast members were dressed in their pirate-themed outfits. We'll get to Pirate Night, that's going to be a lot of fun. Keep watching for me to explain all about that. But then on the last night, we had Animators Palette. Whether they'll keep that same order or not on this cruise, I don't know. I am assuming that all the restaurants always move in that order, but it'll be interesting when we get on the ship to see if they go in the same order. And obviously the restaurant we start with will depend on therefore which restaurant we get each night. Also, this is a 5-night sailing, not a 4-night sailing. So my guess is we'll get a repeater restaurant for Pirate Night and then a repeater restaurant at the end again. So if we started with Enchanted Garden again, for example, my guess would be it would be Enchanted Garden and then Royal Palace, Pirate Night, which I'm thinking is on night 2 because that's the day that the pirate appointments are available in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. And then there'd be Royal Palace again for the normal Royal Palace night, and then there'd be Animators, then we'd back to Enchanted Garden. That's my guess. So last year we matched some of our outfits to the show, one of which was Beauty and the Beast, and that's a fun thing that you can do too. But you do get pictures in the restaurant. If you've paid for the photo pass, then the photographers come around and we had some beautiful photos. So this year we've decided to focus more on matching our outfits to the restaurants rather than the shows, because that does tend to be where you get more group pictures. And as I'm always the one behind the camera, it is nice to have some proper group photographs taken that we're all in together. So with that being said, we don't know which order these are going to be in, but these are the rough outfits we're going to do for each restaurant. I just don't know which order they're going to be in. That was a very long-winded way of explaining that, wasn't it? For Animators Palette, we're going to do a Disneybound of the gang. So Will is going to Disneybound as Donald. I've got him Donald ears and a Donald t-shirt. He's going to use a Donald Loungefly that he's used many times before. That's one of the reasons he's not going to do Donald on the first day, because he wants to do it at Animators Palette, which is like an animation themed restaurant. So Disneybounding as the gang kind of seems to fit. Bella's going to wear one of the dresses that we wore to Magic Kingdom for our first day in Walt Disney World and last year to Embark the Dream, and she's going to Disneybound as Minnie. Zara has got a lilac dress from Bowden and she is going to Disneybound as Daisy with daisy ears. And I have got a yellow dress and a green belt and I am going to Disneybound as Pluto. I think my auntie is going to do black and red and Disneybound as Mickey, but you have to watch this space because that hasn't been totally confirmed yet. And as for my husband and my uncle, they'll probably just wear t-shirts. They've got a lot of Disney t-shirts, they'll just wear those. They're not so into getting in on all the Disneybounding action as the rest of us. Then for Enchanted Garden, the girls and I are going to wear floral dresses that we actually wore for Port Adventures last year at La Rochelle, but they're floral, which kind of goes with Enchanted Garden as a theme, so that'll work for that. And then for Royal Palace, Bella's going to wear a Belle Princess costume as opposed to a Disneybound dress that she already owns. Zara's going to wear a Rapunzel costume. I have got a red dress that I'm going to wear and I've got a red Loungefly. And I'm thinking if I can find a gold belt to go with it, that would work quite well as Elena of Avalor, who is a princess. So that should work for that outfit. My auntie is thinking either pink or blue for Make It Pink, Make It Blue, Sleeping Beauty, maybe blue for Cinderella. But either way, I'll just lend her a Loungefly bag or one from our collection for whichever princess she chooses to go with. For the three boys, I've bought Princess Security t-shirts and they can be our Princess Security for the evening. And then the two kind of not matching with the restaurants, but repeater restaurant outfits that we're going to do, one of which obviously is going to be Pirate Night. So Pirate Night on board the Disney Cruise Line is so much fun. We didn't get a Pirate Night on our first cruise because when we sailed on the Disney Magic, it was COVID. So a lot of the normal Disney Cruise Line activities were not on the menu. So we did our first Pirate Night last year on the Dream and it was so much fun. The cast really got involved, the deck parties were amazing, and I've got to say the UK guests really showed up with their Pirate Night Disneybounds. We did have some pirate bandanas left in the stateroom, so if you didn't have anything piratey with you, then you could just kind of wear a bandana. You don't have to get involved, but so many people did and really made such a massive effort. It was so much fun. We also did Pirate Night on the Wish, which was also loads of fun, but it was different. I felt that not as many guests got involved, which was, it was fine. It was still loads of fun. We didn't actually get bandanas in our rooms, and I've heard really mixed messages about this since I put out the video discussing it. And some people said that they've been on the Wish since and they've had the bandanas in their rooms. And some people said, oh no, it's because you get the wishing wand on the Wish that you don't get the bandanas. So really, really mixed messaging. And if you've been on the Wish, did you get Pirate Night bandanas or not? Please let me know in the comments because I'm really intrigued. Either way, we had ours with us from the Dream. So, that was fine. And we also had Pirate Night costumes. But it is our third Pirate Night and we're just going to wear the same costumes because why not? Now, any person over the age of 12 is not allowed to wear costumes in Disney because they don't want any kind of confusion with characters or other cast members, and that's absolutely fine. But Disneybounding is quite different in that it's not a costume, it's like normal clothing. Pirate Night is one of the exceptions to this, where you can wear full out costumes if that's what you want to do. So that's what we'll be wearing. And then for our last night, which is a bit of a repeater restaurant again, we don't know which restaurant we're going to be in. We've decided to do the Winnie the Pooh group Disneybound that we did on our last night in the Magic Kingdom in our Florida trip earlier this year. It was so much fun. Bella, actually, her Piglet dress, she had a pink dress, she was wearing shorts underneath, has gone a little bit short. So she's going to wear the Bowden pink version of the dress that Zara's going to wear in Lilac to do Daisy, to be Piglet, and she's got Piglet ears. Zara's got the Winnie the Pooh dress that she wore when we actually went to Crystal Palace and met Pooh and the gang in the Magic Kingdom at the top of Main Street, which was amazing. But it was just such a fun group Disneybound. Will's got a Tigger t-shirt, and I have got, which I'm going to wear again because I felt really nice in it, a grey dress with a pink belt. I've got like a poofy skirt thing, petticoat, which I'm going to wear underneath it again. But my auntie is taking up a little bit for me because it did keep sticking out. It's like a little bit long, kept sticking out underneath my dress a little bit too much, so she's going to shorten that for me, so hopefully that'll kind of work and fit a little bit better. So that covers our outfits we're going to wear on the evening, but what are we going to wear on the day, and what are we up to when we get on the Disney Dream? The girls already had cruise print themed dresses that they wore at Castaway Cay, and I've managed to get hold of a dress in the same print for myself, so we'll wear those one day. The girls and I also have matching kind of lots of character print dresses. I'll pack those, we can wear those one day. One of the group Disneybounds that was loads of fun in Florida was when we did the Toy Story group Disneybound. Will and I were Disneybounding as the aliens, you know, ooh, the claw is my master. Bella was Disneybounding as Bo Peep, and Zara was Disneybounding as Forky, and my husband has got a Buzz Lightyear No Sign of Intelligent Life Anywhere t-shirt. So we can wear those for one of the days on the ship. There are 2 port adventures during this cruise, both of which stopping in Spain. And as a family, we've decided we're just going to get off at perhaps one of the 2 ports, but definitely not both. Because to be honest, there's so much to do on the ship. Even if we stayed on the ship for the entire 5 nights we didn't get off at all, we'd definitely struggle to get around everything. So the children have voted they would rather prioritise seeing all the things on the ship. And if we are getting off the ship, it'll just be that one time. So for our port adventure outfits, I've got some cute kind of nautical themed outfits from Bowden. The girls have got navy, white and red dresses. It's kind of a seashell print. And Will chose a shirt in the same print that will match his sisters. And I have got a red dress. So we thought we could just go kind of nautically, but not too in your face Disney if we're getting off the ship to have a little wander around. The other outfits I really loved from our Florida trip that I will pack and reuse again will be the Lilo and Stitch themed ones. So Will had a Stitch t-shirt for when we went to Ohana's, and the girls and I had Lilo print dresses that we all loved wearing. So I will probably pack those too. Now, one of the days I've been lucky enough to get Paulo reservations. It will be Disney Cruise number 4 for our family, and yet the first time we have visited Paulo. Now, I have got a blue Bowden dress that I'm planning to wear to Paulo, and if I take that with a crossbody bag that is Beauty and the Beast themed, I thought I could add a little bit of rose jewellery and Disneybound as Belle in her blue dress. On top of that, obviously, I'm going to have to pack swimwear, and I'll definitely be packing the swimsuit and matching skirt that my auntie bought me for Christmas that was really cute that I wore to Castaway Cay, which was Minnie Mouse themed. Then for disembarking, I'll just put in shorts or leggings and jeans, I guess, if the weather's not great, and t-shirts and Spirit jerseys so we're comfortable to travel home. That's what we did for traveling all the way back from Florida when we disembarked the Wish, and it was definitely the right choice. Luckily, traveling back this time, we'll just be driving for a few hours rather than hanging around the airport for a really long time like we did after the Wish, and then flying for a really long time and then driving for quite a few hours to get home. So my next job is to actually do the packing. In order to do the packing, obviously I will be referring to my Magical Cruise Planner. So don't forget, you can grab your copy by using the link on the QR code on screen or the details down in the description and in that accompanying blog post. That's got all the checklists that you're going to need to do your packing and the checklists I'm going to be using to do my packing. So if you want to see the full come pack with me, click on the video on screen now. And if you want to watch the full series, and that's going to be linked on screen as soon as that is live too. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in that next video then and on the dream. Bye.